Fucking mix shit. Fuck.
It
Counting
looks
cryptids.
like, yeah, surprise! It's here we are. I'm probably really loud. Let me turn my gain
Prairie
down.
Fire, what's
Hello,
up? I have no idea if anybody can hear us.
Zach, Sean. Yeah. Audio's working.
Turn me up.
There we go. Okay, cool. Missed the music, but that's fine. We're still here.
Yep, fuck them. Yeah, send it.
Super informal. Oh, good. What's up, Joni?
I don't know.
Fucking A. All right. I
Look
mean,
at these McDudes.
Oh no.
What's up, my McGuy?
Oh, is okay. First time live or at all?
Yeah, you
Because
just
if it's at
just
all, I want to apologize in advance for the dribble that's about to come out of my mouth. If you've heard the show before, just whatever.
boy, I hope you didn't just see me deep throat that Sharpie I used to stir
I
my
missed.
drink.
I was taking a drink. Fuck. Oh goddamn! All right. I mean, are you ready to send it? Message.
Okay, I can hear you.
About
Good.
my car's extended warranty.
My hair's a mess. My life's a mess. This is Counting Cryptids. Hello. That's my intro.
Shit, hi. Yep.
What's
Let's
up?
go.
This is episode 8 of season 4. I don't know
Was
if
it last time 8?
Oh shoot.
I think that's the first time you've been wrong in like 2 seasons, though.
You know, I even looked it up too. And I
it
changed
9?
the episode name of the last episode when we did it live. I changed the name to the proper name and changed the right episode number. And then I fucked it up live. Fuck
It
me.
be like that sometimes. It's
Counting
fine.
messes. We've got lots. Jesus Christ.
And so, I'm gonna forget to mention it if I don't bring it up right now. This is a Halloween episode. Happy Halloween! If you're listening live, it's a little bit early, but
Fuck
counting corrections. God damn it. Okay, so before we get into it, I wanted to remind everybody that we do record all of our episodes live on YouTube. So if you wanted to catch the episodes early, or contribute in chat, or just shoot the shit over here like Zach, and who else we got?
Sean, Prairie Fire,
and
Joni.
presently. So just head
What's
on over
good?
to youtube.com/countercryptids podcast and go serenade that subscribe button for me. So without further ado, today we're talking about oh boy, the Nahanni Valley. I'm gonna go.
Did
ahead
you
and
look that up
develop
or
no? I've listened to enough like other people do the exact same episode that we're about to do. So
Fair.
that's how they said it. So I'm just going off of that. Oh, you got a little pumpkin in the corner. Hilarious.
So if we're
That's
wrong, they're
on
wrong.
screen.
Yeah, look. Boom.
Festive. I got it.
I don't want you to
Took
see all
me a
this.
second. We out here.
Here, this is something that we can look at that's not behind the scenes.
Oh,
Yeah, Halloween episode. This is the map. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So before we can tell you about all the weird shit, I have to tell you, I said a little bit about the park, but it's a decent bit about the park.
You've got a whole page about the park,
So
Jacob.
no, it's literally a fucking page. Look, okay, it's pretty interesting though. Hey, see, somebody's already fucking ahead of us here. Yeah, exactly. Dead Man Valley, or the Valley of Headless Men, or whatever you want to call it. But about the park itself, Nahanni National Park Reserve is located in the Decho region of the Northwest Territories, Canada. I want you to understand that this is an incredibly remote part of the world. Like, fucking actually.
Like,
for
look at this
context,
shit.
the Northwest Territories is something like 520,000 square miles, but has a population of only 44,000. For reference, this area is around twice the size of the state of Texas, which has a population of 29 million. And the least populated state in the United States is Wyoming, with 580,000 inhabitants. Throwing that out there. 19,000 of this province's 44,000 inhabitants reside in the city of Yellowknife, which is located just over 300 miles away from the valley itself. Originally established in the park was only 1,800 square miles, but in 2009 was increased to cover 11,600 square miles. Only around 1,000 people visit the park annually. From 2019 to 2020, the park only saw 770 visitors. Even for having such a small population, it does seem quite small, especially compared to the massive 2.6 million annual visitors that same year in Jasper National Park in Canada. But after learning that the valley is not accessible by car, the nearest road is about 90 miles away, and that you can only get there by boat or seaplane. Like again, I want you to understand, like, this is fucking remote. Like, you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. You
This
understand
is the
that
wilderness.
the amount of space that there is per people is there is 12 square miles per person.
That'd be nice. Tell me what the climate's like a bit, Jacob.
I mean, it's Canada. It's cold. I don't know. I fucking messaged you about this when you asked me.
I know. I'm still trying to figure it
the-
out. I saw a range of 0 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, which is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. So like,
What?
that's what I
numbers did you just say to
saw.
me?
But that was like maybe a super generalization
No,
of
no, no, no. Your
something.
conversion. What was the Celsius numbers that you said to me?
30 to 87.
Okay. No, no, no. That's Fahrenheit. I asked for Celsius.
30 degrees Celsius. 0 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees
Oh,
Celsius
okay.
is the range.
My apologies.
I don't know what the 0 in Fahrenheit is to Celsius.
Oh, I want to say in the summer it gets to about 50 Fahrenheit. It was what I had seen when I looked it up.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. That sounded more accurate to me.
Because this is northern Canada here. So like the winters was like negative 26, which it doesn't really fucking matter at like negative 30. They fucking switch, so it doesn't matter Celsius or Fahrenheit. But I want to say, yeah, here we go. It was in my notes. This means January temperature average is negative 24.4 Celsius, and July temperature is 10.9. Which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the average temperature in the summer in this place. No one cares about Celsius, factual. See, but this is in Canada, so everything is
it is Celsius metric.
It makes sense to the rest of the world, so fucking A.
Hey, yeah, we have Canadian listeners. Fuck off. Maybe they care about Celsius. I actually use a lot of metric, but you know.
So the most noteworthy area in the park is the South Nahanni River, which runs through 4 distinct canyons, aptly named the first, second, third, and fourth canyon. The steep walls of the canyons reach a few thousand feet, like roughly 3,000, specifically in the second canyon. Reach up to 3,000 feet above the surface of the river, which is equally deep. I want you to understand that this is 3,000 feet deep in places.
It's kind of wild. Like you're trapped in there.
You're fucking in there in this second canyon for a little bit here. So there's this area where it spits you out around this corner where there's this 10-mile stretch where there is virtually no shore when you're on the river. So like again, there's rocks like 1,000 feet up and just water 1,000 feet down. Like you can't like get off anywhere, so you just have to like get through it. And it's like it's dark in there because there is 1,000-foot rocks on either side of you that you're navigating through. It's weird. It's a different place, man. It's not.
I can't imagine. I've never been to the
wild
Grand Canyon, and this is like fucking better.
Yeah, it's just these flat, just a wall of fucking rock, and there's like caves.
Yeah, I was gonna say
along this periodically that just presumably have just nobody's ever been in. It's like how do you even fucking get there? It's just crazy.
Yeah, you gotta rappel and yeah, no thanks.
I mean, you have to fucking in general you have to fucking get there. Because that's not an easy feat in and of itself.
It's a trek just to get to this area.
Just to get to this fucking area, you have to have the supplies to then fucking go and search in a cave that like you could go down there and like literally it could just be like 25 feet and you're like shit I can't even go anywhere. Then you have to like go back up and move. I don't know. It's a whole ass fucking thing. You go do it. So again, with all of this being virtually untouched by man, the landscape is fucking unbelievable out there. I'd love to throw some photos up, but I am certain that the DMCA would not be happy about that, so I will definitely link to some in the description. But if you wanted to look up some notable landmarks in the park are Virginia Falls, which is a 300-foot waterfall, as well as the Rabbit Kettle Hot Springs. which is something about it is like super rare and fragile and is protected as a Zone 1 special preservation area, meaning that all visitors must be accompanied by park staff. Like, this is like some weird shit out here, guys.
This is super weird because it's so far out there. Like,
It's
how do
fucking out there.
you
It's like, yeah, I'm sorry,
how do you control that area?
I think you have to.
You can't.
So again, like
It's so big.
with it being there's so it's so remote, right? There's the only ways in is like is boat or by seaplane. You know, like how else are you
Mhm.
getting in? So they just have to patrol that area at some point, and if you see people going past or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just like that kind of thing. But like you have to get like permits and shit for going out there for certain things. Like it's fucking wild. I'm gonna bust through the wildlife in the area briefly, just so we can get this out of the way now.
Like the birds and the fish and
No, no,
everything.
no, just the fucking mammals, because I don't think those are incredibly relevant to the story. So the mammal species in the park include black bear, timber wolves, moose, shrew, vole, Arctic ground squirrel, marmot, mink, beaver, mart, pine marten, lynx, snowshoe hare, river otter, muskrat, and red fox. In addition to these, the park also provides seasonal and year-round habitat for the endangered or threatened species, including around 500 grizzly bear, 300 wood bison, 30 wood bison, 2 herd of woodland caribou, and an undisclosed number of wolverine. I couldn't find a number on how many wolverine there were,
Damn.
but
There's
fucking
only one Wolverine, right? Hugh Jackman.
it's just Hugh Jackman's out running around. Fuck. Okay, so that's all I have about the park itself. The why the fuck we're doing this episode, I guess.
That wasn't it.
Um,
Oh,
No, I guess not really. No, I mean it is
Are-
fucking cool out there. Like it'd
we're
be
closing
cool to
in on
go,
the
except for
end.
like you're gonna fucking die. So
100%.
allegedly the I'm gonna say it wrong, but the Dene natives avoided this area as they believed that the valley was an evil area pervaded by bad medicine, a malevolent supernatural presence which hung over the place perpetually, like an ever present fog. Every few years, a native hunter would venture onto this land, and the few who would return would tell tales of evil spirits who uh, haunted the haunted and evil spirits who oh god damn it, I just moved my notes. Who haunted the valley, whose unearthly shrieks echoed throughout the canyons on windy nights. Others described a race of fearsome, hairy giants who dwelled in the caves carved from the canyon walls. Led by a beautiful pale-skinned chiefess, these primitive mountain men killed and ate anyone who trespassed on their territory. According to Dene tradition, in ancient times, the valley was inhabited by a nomadic warlike tribe known as the Naha. The Naha were a ferocious warrior who frequently descended from their mountain homes to raid the Dene settlements in the surrounding lowlands. After suffering one too many of these raids, a party of Dene braves decided to push back. The party traveled deep into Nahani country, with the intention of pillaging a Naha camp. As they came upon a camp described as a scattering of teepees, they began their attack only to discover that their enemies were nowhere to be found. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. The Dene party fled back to the lowlands where the Naha were never seen again. I saw a post on Reddit that claimed that there was speculation that the Navajo were somehow descendants of these people.
Yeah. I feel like that was brought up in a movie. It was or in a video, and I was just like, okay, wow.
Yeah, again, that's another fucking thread that is for another day. There is also like rumor that there is mastodons and mammoths and other prehistoric creatures that still roamed the area. Both natives and prospectors alike would claim to have witnessed fresh tracks in the snow, and allegedly many returned with ivory tusks with hair and flesh still adhered. There was one mention of a group of hunters encountering the antediluvial beasts and escaping with their lives. If you don't know what that word means, don't feel bad. I had to fucking look it up, but it means from before the flood, like the biblical flood. Like we're talking fucking ancient, bro. So, fast forward to summer of 1897. Worldwide word would spread.
Worldwide.
Struggling reading my notes here. Prestige worldwide. Word would spread of a gold strike in the Klondike. drawing hundreds of people north in search for fortune. In the wake of the gold rush, those who were unsuccessful continued to try their luck elsewhere. A number of those would end up in Nahani country, and paying for gold in the South Nahani and Flat Rivers. Flat River is the South Nahani's primary tributary, and so then this is where shit gets weird, I guess. Oh god damn it. See, I gotta talk for like the whole first half, and then you gotta talk for like the whole second half here.
Yeah, Jacob did all the research for most of the episode.
I mean, you could probably do. I mean, my notes are the same on this one, I believe, for the first bit.
You mean in 1904?
Yeah, the McLeod
When
brothers.
When the three brothers, Willie, Frank, and Charlie. Willie, Frankie, and Charlie McLeod. Isn't that Crowley's last name? Supernatural.
Cat? I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it could be.
What did you name your cat?
Just Crowley. I didn't name it more. But anyway, back to these three brothers, Willie, Frankie, and Charlie McLeod. They go to the valley in search of gold, of course. They didn't know for sure if they were going to find any when they got there, but they had a good feeling about the area. Like we've said before, there's no roads anywhere near. So it's going to be the same for everybody we fucking talk about today. The brothers, like, it's like an adventure. You have to fucking hike, canoe,
literally
sled dog, like
fucking anything, dude. It's insane.
It's an expedition in itself.
I cannot understate how fucking wild it is out there. Like, it's fucking obscene. It's not.
I've seen Naked and Afraid.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and this is like before the time. Like, let me put this in here. This is before the time where they had a special kind of boat. I don't remember what kind. It was a special kind of boat where they could travel up the river, as opposed to like fucking going through all this shit. So it was a little quicker after these guys, I think. But these guys had to fucking
Like
essentially walk. Like, yeah.
These are literally canoeing upstream.
And some of it is like fucking whitewater rapids. Like,
it's fucking insane. Like, again, like, these guys are absolutely nuts. I don't understand who the fuck does this.
In the 40s. Or it's fucking not even the 40s yet.
No, it's literally
1900.
Like, bitch, there might be gold there. Let's go fucking look.
Jesus. So they come up on the Flat River, which is like one of the main rivers that you'll hear about later as well. It runs right through the middle of the valley. They pull off, set up camp, and they drop in their gold sluices. Sluices?
Yep, sluices.
Sluices, which are narrow boxes that are like...
You've seen how panning for gold works. Water passes through it. You put it in the creek and you like shovel shit on it, and then like the water pushes the lighter debris out, and then the heavy stuff stays in there. And
gold.
The heavy stuff is supposed to be the gold. Yeah, that's how that's supposed
gold,
to work.
Bam.
That's a sluice.
Yeah. So they're out there sluicing, right? All day, all night. Looking for fucking gold, I guess. They've maxed out their gold carrying capacity.
No, they're fucking all day, all night gold. They're finding fucking gold.
Oh,
left
they're
and right
pulling
fucking,
in
like 2 days, just pulling it in.
Okay, but they can't fucking carry anymore. Bags are full. Fucking, I didn't bring enough backpacks. So they gotta bring everything back to civilization, just because then it's fucking worthless if it's miles away from civilization. And you gotta, change the gold for fucking money. They get back to the Flat River, or they get back onto the Flat River. Apparently not that flat. They hit some rapids.
There were some rapids, yeah.
Yep. And their boat capsizes and busts into pieces. It begins to sink with all their gold. Well, how big that boat is?
I
I
fucking big enough to hold 3 guys and a bunch of supplies.
I saw like this is after their boat capsizes. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. Um, yes, they need stamina potions. Um, fucking their boat, their gold's sinking. They're fucking grab everything they can, which is like mostly like their supplies. Like they left the gold. I would
Gold's
agree.
gonna sink quick.
Yeah.
That shit's heavy. Like you know, you fucking.
Yeah, it's lose.
They ended up getting a sluice though. I did see that.
Yeah, they
At least one
did
sluice.
snag a sluice.
God damn, that's hard to fucking say.
Snagged a sluice. So they're gonna go back and get some fucking gold because they're like, yo, we just lost all that gold, which is
Real
unfortunate.
quick, to have confirmation in chat, you were right about the last name. The spelling's just a little bit different.
Fergus McLeod. Hell yes. Thank you, Joni. Needed that. They go back to their original spot, and then they like make another boat with the pieces of the old boat. Is that what you're saying here?
That's how they get back. They decide they're gonna go back to where they were. They have a sluice. They're like, okay, we have no gold. We're fucking going back. They fashion a new boat out of pieces of their old boat and a couple of trees that they fucking chopped down because these are fucking real men. Like this is absolutely insane. I can't fucking fathom this. I am too fragile of a person to ever comprehend this. Like, I die here. My boat sank. What do I do? Like that's the end for me. Like, nah, we're gonna go back and try to get more gold.
Yeah, but
fucking go back. So they build a boat and fucking go back to where they were, but they don't find any more gold at all the rest of the day or the night. They say, "Fuck it, this fucking sucks. Let's go back home."
Jesus. Yeah. So they go home, like they just like, yeah, okay, that's it. But it's a fucking journey back.
I mean, they make it back fine from that point on their ghetto rigged boat. Like they threw a couple of sticks in the water and hopped on. I don't know. They made it back.
You couldn't give me like some of the most advanced technology and send me out there. I would still probably die.
I would die.
Okay. We're dead. So then let's see, where am I at? They decide that, or Willie and Frank at least decide that they want to go back to the valley to get more gold because they know they can find gold there. They fucking hit it big the first 2 days and then not so much after their fucking boat sank.
Captain tying knots over here in chat.
You need some knots tied, you go to him. But so the two brothers, Willie and Frankie, they're down to go back. Charlie was like, nah, bro, like, not worth the risk. We almost fucking died. Let's I'm not going, at least. Like, you guys can fucking go, but I'm not gonna fucking go. So anyway, Willie and Frankie start preparing for their trip. They're gonna go back until 1905, the year later. Head back to the valley with another dude named Robert Weir. Didn't really say how long they were gonna be gone for, but they're like, yeah, we're gonna go get some fucking gold. God damn it. So I think the year goes by and people start to ask, have you seen Willie or Frank? Are they back from their fucking trip? Charlie's like, I'm sure they're just fucking killing it up there, raking in the gold. They've been gone for a minute, but no worries. It's what we fucking do. It takes 2 weeks to fucking get out there. I just made that up. I don't know how long it would take.
It takes a long time to get out there.
A minute.
He's not worried that they're out there for so long. He's
probably raking it in. Yeah.
Good. You know what I mean? They're getting the gold. They're just fucking bringing everything in. They got somewhere else that they're stopped. You know what I mean? They're doing their thing.
Yeah.
He's not worried about it. So it's nobody else is worried about it because if anybody's like, hey, like they're not fucking back yet, he's like, oh no, dude, don't worry. They're out there fucking slaying. Like don't worry.
Yeah. But then another year goes by, and Charlie's like, oh, shit. maybe been a little bit too long for these guys. So he wrestles up 4 other guys. So it's him and 4 other guys. 5 guys are gonna go back up the Flat River, and
Damn it.
what?
I was like a half a second late on saying not a sponsor.
For what?
You said 5 guys.
Yeah, so it's 5 guys, not a sponsor.
Yeah.
They go up the Flat River where it starts from the South Nahani River, and they start looking for their brothers, and they reach the section that we talked about earlier, which is like the 10-mile stretch of fucking walls. Like, right? There's
Yes.
nowhere to get out.
It's just nothing. You can't really get out anywhere. There's no embankments, nothing.
And they're going up this fucking thing?
They're going, down it at this point. Because
They're going back down?
So they're now going downstream.
Oh, okay.
So they're following that. They're then nearing the end of the second canyon, approaching the start of the first canyon, when it starts to become less steep and the sides kind of open up a little bit, and then there are some like trees and some embankments, and then they notice like a tent back in the trees.
So then they fucking get off pretty much as soon as they can, yeah, and immediately see a body next to the tent from the river. As they get closer, it's apparent. Jacob might have to take over because this is where the fucking didn't finish your notes on my end.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So it becomes very apparent that the body has been badly burned and is missing its head. In one place, I saw that the body was allegedly had an arm raised, grasping for a rifle that was propped up on a nearby tree. In another place, I had seen that he was specifically shooting the gun. Either way, partly inside the tent was another body in the same state, again, badly burned and headless. No gold was found at the campsite. The bodies were confirmed to belong to his brothers, Willie and Frank, as identified through some of their personal belongings. I watched some video from the Top Mysteries YouTube channel, and he had claimed that he had found some evidence that they were not beheaded, and that their hair was used in identifying them in some capacity, but there wasn't like a link, and I was not able to corroborate this. They notify authorities, who come and rule the cause of death as starvation, and that animals had taken the heads. The body of Robert Weir was never recovered, but allegedly several months later there were some skeletal remains found a few miles away that could not officially be determined to be Weir, but some assumed that it was. Others speculate that perhaps Weir had killed the other 2 and stole the gold all for himself, and that the other body had nothing to do with it altogether. I think there was some other fucking damn. There was allegedly he was seen somewhere else with like $8,000 worth of gold or something. So maybe this guy killed them, but I didn't see like any other of that. That was just where that fucking ended.
Yeah, and it's hard to fucking find information from 1905.
Yeah, and none of it I can verify. It's all, you know.
Chat's saying your nickname should be Bacon.
Me?
Yeah.
Pourquoi?
Because Levi doesn't know how to spell Jacob. I can hear
Excellent.
bacon. I was confused as fuck.
That's fucking hilarious. I'm not cooking bacon. What do you mean? Yeah, so again, they find the bodies finally, and they're both decapitated.
Yeah, it's a trend.
And they rule the cause of death starvation, and then animals took the head.
Do animals do that? I don't think they go for the head.
I don't know, but
I meat.
Tell you now that there is a trend that we are going to see.
I don't know a lot about animals. Okay, but so fucking 8 years later.
Yes.
1913. This is fucking Martin Jorgensen, a gold prospector from Ontario, Canada. who decides to go by himself to stay over winter, which, like we said, is fucking cold. He even builds a cabin while he's out there. Like, these are men.
Build a cabin.
These are men.
Literally.
Holy shit. I can't even build a table. He's got a whole cabin made out of fucking logs. He's got a hatchet. Sheesh. Okay, so his plan is to return after winter in the spring or summer. He's got a crew that's gonna fucking meet up with him, you know, catch him in the halfway, probably to like replenish some shit. I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't know what this means.
My understanding was that the crew is coming out in whatever the spring or summer when it gets warmer to like help him get all the fucking gold out. So he's going over winter, like, scope it out and fucking figure out where the good spots are and start to fucking pick the gold a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, he messages his crew somehow. Ham radio.
He sends them with that text, sends them some smoke signals. I have no idea how you get a message back if you're out there alone. However, sends word.
Shot a flare into the sky that said that he had struck it rich. I don't know if that's how it was specifically said, but anyway, next summer come around, the crew's probably pretty excited to catch up with this dude because he said he's fucking rolling in it.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how many said how big his crew was, and probably not that important. But they show up pretty much near the date. They're like, all right, we'll chill out here for a few days. If he doesn't show up, they'll go look for him. Maybe that wasn't their plan, but that's what they fucking did. I don't know. They get out to where his cabin's put up, or was put up, and it had been ransacked and torched. They find his fucking body within the cabin, I believe. If not, shortly outside
of the cabin. I believe
it was
just
very
outside.
close. Yeah.
Yes.
No gold. And again, the Mounties, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
There you go.
Say that the cause of death was natural. The body was dismembered. I think they said, I don't know. Is this the one where he's fucking with the thing and it maybe caught it on fire, but he should have escaped?
No, this is
not that one. Okay.
This is not that
Somebody
one.
Somebody else doesn't know how to build a fucking cabin.
All the fucking same story over and over and over. Fucking, yeah, so the ransacked torch, his body's just outside, also burned and missing his head.
Yes.
Same cause of death, similar. It's fucking natural causes. It was either like hypothermia or starvation, and then he was dismembered by animals. The cases weren't connected. Like, they weren't considered to be related in any way because the events were like 70 miles and 8 years removed from one another. Again, his skull was never found, obviously.
Skull.
What is this, John O'Brien now?
Yeah. So, like, at this point, like, even though the Royal Canadian Mounted Police had said that it was all natural or like a bizarre fucking,
it's all natural.
All natural death. People,
it's organic.
Gluten-free.
Oh, fuck.
But I don't know if it's people in Canada, but people are shitting and farting themselves, thinking that there's like some murderer loose in the valley. They should be worried about. Again, it's in the middle of nowhere. But the Royal Canadian Mounted Police say it's kosher. But then, 7 years later.
Was it 7? I had 11.
You had 11, but I had 7.
Yeah, I bet yours is right.
I checked.
I bet yours is right.
I've got 1921, 1913 to 1921 is 7.
Oh, yeah. If you got dates, you do it.
Bada boom, bada bing. John O'Brien and his partner set up camp in the Headless Valley, not too far from where the McLeod's brothers were found. Their bodies were found. Again, they're there to cash in on that gold mine, baby. I don't know. Is this a lover? I don't know if this is just like I don't know. This is a partner. He said to his partner that he's gonna go.
No, that's not. That's 100% not what that means.
It's not his lover.
In the early 1900s lingo, sir. I appreciate how modern and forward thinking you are being, but I do not believe that that is the implication of the phrasing.
John O'Brien and his partner Brian. Yes, he said he's gonna go check all the traps along the river, and that it would take him like a week. Like this is how hardcore they
9
are.
days or something.
Yeah,
It's like I'm
7
gonna go
to
check
9
all
days.
the fucking all the sluices. I'll be back in like a week. And homie's like, yeah, that sounds about right. That's an appropriate amount of time for you to be gone. Go for it on your own.
You're not my partner and lover. I'll be okay. I won't get lonely.
Well, this just got awfully broke back
are we-
out of nowhere.
Are we still in Norway? Emu Cat, we are in Canada, the northwest territories. One of those
Northwest.
territories.
I accidentally started looking up the Northern Territories, which is in Australia, when I started doing my notes. I was like, wait.
Interesting.
At all.
But anyway, it should take a
John,
week.
yes.
Should take a week, 9 days. A week fucking passes, and John's not back. A few days later, still hasn't fucking returned. Now, John's partners is starting to get worried. Brokeback Headless Valley. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He decides that he's going to go looking for him, but not alone, because he apparently gets a hold of another prospector in the area. Now, this is maybe a good time to mention that other prospectors had gone out, not just the ones we're going to talk about, and there's like people out there looking for fucking gold. These are just the bad ones. Like, there's other people like returned with fucking gold and were wealthy. We were just talking about the ones that fucking died.
The ones that died and didn't come back? Yes.
Yeah.
There's reason for these people
Yeah.
to fucking go. Other people are doing it successfully.
I don't want people to get the impression that like every single person that's gone there has fucking died. But maybe that's the impression they want you to have.
The impression that I get.
Correct.
No trumpets? Okay.
You
You don't understand.
I don't. We are so the two, John's partner and some other random prospector, walk up.
Oh yeah, some other guy that was just in the area.
Yeah,
yes,
just
that they
round
were
these
aware of.
parts.
Again, because we're saying that there is other people out there. We're just talking about the bad things that happen.
They start walking up the river, and eventually they come across John sitting next to the campfire, but he's frozen fucking solid. A matchbook in his hand still, just chilling by the fire. The fire obviously isn't lit anymore, but at one point it definitely was. Like, comments would like, eyewitness comments were like, he looked like he was like almost enjoying the fire and just flash froze. Fucking iceberg.
So
Iceberg
definitely,
O'Brien.
like, that's fucked. Hypothermia does that shit where like you don't realize that you're fucking like freezing to death and you start to get hot and then like take off your clothes. But I didn't see any mention that he had like begun taking his clothes off at all. Yeah, like he still, as far as I know, he was still like bundled up. So normally I would think you would get to that point first, but I am not a doctor.
Mr. Freeze is out there. Yeah, I have nothing else about that O'Brien guy.
Yeah, he was just frozen.
Just frozen to death.
He had his head, but he was frozen.
Had his head. Didn't bring him back to civilization to have him looked at. Like, maybe you could thaw him out. He'd come back to life.
I mean, I guess I didn't have any information about that. Did they just leave him there? Certainly he was in some... Did they bring him back? Because I think I didn't mention this before, the brothers at the start, I want to say Charlie, the one that was left, like, like he didn't bury him, but he like burned them and then like put like crosses out
Oh, like a
like
hunter's
to
fucking
note like that
burial.
was where they had died thing. He had like fucking
That's how I want to
believe.
go. Just dig a hole in the ground and kick me in there. Just save your time and money.
Put an apple in your mouth first, and then like an apple tree grows into your face or
Oh, I thought you were gonna like cook me like a pig. You could.
No, that's moving on. Moving on.
Throw back. You could eat me if you wanted to. I'm dead. Try me out. My verbal agreement on the internet that you can eat my body.
God. Nah, not gonna happen, champ.
All right, where are we at? We're past John O'Brien. We're 5 years later. It's the next tragic accident in the valley. This is 1926. A hunting party that includes some gal Annie Lafferty.
Lafferty is how I would pronounce that.
That was what I was thinking. Lafferty, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, Thomas, you always walk on these at the weird shit because it's all weird shit.
It doesn't.
There's nowhere you could come in that it isn't weird shit. I promise you.
Welcome to the weird shit.
Literally.
Is that episode 1 we talked about eating each other?
That was the end of episode 1. It was I see Zach right here, episode 1 callback. Yeah, because there was that thing of like the dude who made like the tacos for his friends, and I was like, okay, realistically, yeah, fucking throwback.
Some long pork sounds awesome in tacos.
Long pig, baby. Yeah,
long
let's
pig.
go.
Got distracted. Annie Lafferty and the hunting party. They're in the valley hunting and camping and I don't know, fucking whatever hunters do in the valley. They're not prospecting for gold as far as I know, but they maybe are. I don't know.
The area is mostly untouched. There's a lot of
wildlife,
nature there.
Shit.
Again, and this is, today I read the animals that are there, but like, there's gonna be black bear and caribou and all of these things that fucking, what I'm saying, all these things that are there.
There's fucking things there, animals and plants. all of the scenarios
there's
where
reasons to go there to hunt. Like it's fucking.
It's nature. Oh shit. Okay. So they're hunting, they're vibing, their tents are popping, they're chilling by the same. What is it? The flat. Yeah, the flat river. They're like having a good time. It's from what I could tell.
They're being rowdy.
Yeah, camping, hunting guys, and one gal. Not weird.
At least.
At least one gal. I thought she was the only one.
I
thought I specifically
that
said that.
she is there. Maybe I didn't see specifically, but you have more on it than I do. So
maybe not.
Okay.
To be determined. When I get a time machine. So they all go to bed eventually, like everybody normally does. I don't know. They wake up and fucking. Where's Annie? Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay, Annie?
Yeah. So they like go looking for her. Where the fuck did she go? No trace of her. I'm assuming her tent's got her shit in it. I don't know. It didn't say. I guess they get the fucking Royal Canadian Mounted Police involved. And nothing happened. Nothing. Can't figure out what the fuck happened to this Annie Lafferty until several months later.
This is a little bit confusing because
super confusing.
My understanding is this guy like overhears a conversation.
Well, okay, so let me
Do you
tell
have
you
more?
what.
Okay, yeah.
No, let me tell you what I think from what
Okay.
I didn't see this for sure, but I think maybe he overheard one of the group several months later talking about like they're talking maybe at a bar or some shit, and he overhears them at the bar, and he's like,
He
"Oh my
happens to
fucking
also be at
god,
the same bar.
I was there." Well, yeah, like I don't know. I would assume like these fucking people like hang out in similar areas if they're fucking out in the middle of wilderness for no fucking reason other than gold. Like, it's like a fucking old 1926 chat room. Just fucking hanging out at the pub.
Okay, fair. Again, there's
in
not
the
like there's a
Yukon.
pub here yeah, like right where they're at now. There's not anything. They're not like
No.
near civilization where they could just like happen to be at the same place in my mind. But whatever, maybe they catch like a same ride out of there and then they're posted up at like a same place and I don't know the context of it. Either way, somehow he overhears them fucking talking about it and he's
this
like,
girl
oh my god, I fucking saw her.
I have to go to the police and let them
Yes.
fucking know that I fucking saw this fucking lady. But when I fucking saw her, she was running on all fours fucking naked up a mountain. Like, they're not going to believe me.
That's like the spookiest shit that you could possibly be doing.
I just imagine Lindsay Lohan on all fours doing
Crab
the
walk.
crab walk.
An old ass Family Guy bit. Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, but at one point, this naked ass lady walking on all fours up a mountain turns to this guy Charlie, who ironically is the same name as this other guy that.
Yeah, I wondered that as well, but okay.
I don't know. But like he saw her face and was like, got weird vibes from her face, like she was possessed or something.
Demon vibes.
Yeah, like ooh, she's on all
Just
fours.
slowly zips back up the tent.
Yikes. Yeah, so he lets
He was awoken in the middle of the night to see this, by the way.
Oh my god.
From the sound of rocks being thrown into the river was just her running on all fours, was the rocks getting kicked back into the water.
Damn, she's trucking.
It is fucked, bro.
Just buck ass naked in the cold Alaskan wilderness. Sheesh.
Yeah, they didn't
do anything,
they did not launch an investigation at that point because she had been missing for several months, and the last time she was seen, she was nude running up a mountain in the Alaskan wilderness. So, yeah. Why you carry a gun while camping? She took off all her fucking clothes. She didn't have anything with. She left all of her shit behind.
If I don't have to shoot,
no, I'll get it. You take the gun, so you shoot her. I get it. I was sorry. I was in a different.
Where did she had the gun? Like clenched between her butt cheeks, like run up the mountain.
No, she didn't have the gun.
Ready to
that's
pop
why you
a
need
cap?
to bring a gun. Oh god damn it.
I call that a Saturday afternoon, Thomas says. Okay. There's some more. We've abandoned
brief ones.
Yep, this lady out here in the wilderness. But 4 years later, in 1931, so like similar fucking thing. Phil Powers builds a cabin in the fucking wilderness, and then is found fucking burned alive inside his fucking cabin. He has his head, but it like appeared that the fire started on the roof, which I believe from him fucking with something, and they like would have gave him time to get out.
They were talking about like
the
chute
or something.
The like hood or the vent hood for the stove.
Yeah. And that somehow caused a fire.
They attribute it to that, but he should have had like plenty of time to like get out, I guess, but didn't.
It didn't happen.
Which is, I guess, leads people to assume that he had already been dead. Or he just, accidentally burned the house down and just like happened to die out there because he built a house but fucked it up.
I might be getting this wrong, but I think they thought he was shot at a distance.
Oh, could be. I didn't see a specific cause of death. You had another one from like 1926 that we didn't talk about.
Did you look it up? Because I didn't.
No, I didn't, because you had briefly mentioned that that's all it was really was Yukon Fisher in like
Yeah.
1926. It was just like some skeletal remains that they found of some fucking guy out there. But I was unclear. I was uncertain if the skeletal remains in that were the same one that they were referencing when they were talking about Robert Weir earlier. Because if they had it identified as somebody else, then it would not have like possibly been Weir. And then that leaves it to like, okay, Weir was just either never found or then was like followed and found with $8,000 worth of gold after he had killed those other two guys. Either way, so I mean, 1936. There's like William Epfler and Joseph Mulholland. Did you have anything on this other than this like two sentences that I have briefly? I mean, is
Nope.
you know,
They goes
fucking
missing shortly after they arrive. People go fucking looking for them. Cabin burned to the fucking ground. Bodies inside. Oh, they were not inside and never.
Bodies
found.
were not inside on that one. Yeah, and again, fucking Ernest
The Isle
Savard
of
in
Misfit-
1945 never
Isle of
showed up to
Misfits
meet
Toilet.
his partner when they were supposed to meet. Like the other guy. Oh no, that's another one. So again, supposed to meet a partner. That don't find him. So they go looking, finds him decapitated in his sleeping bag next to the river. This is another one ruled as an accident, either hypothermia or starvation, and that animals removed the head post mortem. And then like a year after that is like the John Patterson thing. If you had anything more on him, but it's
Negative.
mostly the same fucking thing. Like, hey, he goes missing. He's supposed to meet this other guy. I want to say his name's Frank. Frank, John gets there. Frank gets there first and leaves a note on the tree that he's gonna go and like, go looking, go do some work, whatever he's doing, and he'll be back in like 7 days. So he comes back and John's not there, and there's no note from John, and he's like, okay, something's wrong. So he gets a search party together. So they go search for him, and they never find any, or they wait for a couple days, and then they go search, and they never find anything. On their last night of the search, a group of natives enter the campsite to warn them of a group of quote white figures that were in the area that night. Like, hey, these things are fucking out here in full force. Like, don't let these guys see you, bro.
Fucking
and then they
look
just
out.
like leave. So the search party is left to listen to like these howls and screams for the rest of the night of like the wind or like animals out there, and they're just like, nope. So they leave the next day.
Wise.
Yep. I have this really weird one that I found last minute. On January 5th of 1962, Angus Mackenzie went missing after his plane went down within the confines of the park that we were discussing. The wreckage wasn't discovered until August 14th. When rescuers arrived, Mackenzie was nowhere to be found, but they did discover a diary where they learned that he had survived the crash with only 2 sprained thumbs and a wrenched back. The initial diary entries detailed his concern for his partners waiting on the supplies that he was to deliver, and his first few days of trying to figure out where exactly he was. But with the weather was unrelenting. Quote, I made 3/4 of a mile in 3 hours, and I know now that I won't be able to make it, so I returned to fix up camp for a long stay. On January 10th, 5 days after the crash, he writes, I'm too tired to leave camp. I haven't been sleeping well, and it's beginning to tell on me. It tries me to chop down a couple of trees, and up here you need 20 of the damned things a day. The first diary itself ends here, following a 10-day gap. He then begins to write again on the back pages of his engine logbook using a 303 bullet. There is a few times that planes pass overhead after he makes attempts on his radio, like SOS on his fucking radio, or I guess Mayday technically. He's got like a big fire, and they fly like right overhead, and they just like don't see him. He continues writing sporadically until February 20th, and his body was never found. Again, there's like a couple of times it's like it's I'll link to this. because the article I found this in had a couple more diary entries, but there's like on one of them, it's like it specifically is like I think he said it went like 100 feet over him and just didn't fucking see him, and you like had like a big signal fire and like his sleeping bag's fucking flapping in the wind. He's just standing there with a stupid grin on his face, waving. It just fucking flies over and goes by. Just fucking. Oh my god, dude.
That's a movie
Fucking
if I've ever
absolutely
seen one.
horrible, dude.
And he's got a friend that's a
basically the movie
volleyball.
basically the book Hatchet, right? Was that fucking like a Gary Paulson book or some bullshit? I think I had to read that in 5th grade, and I
God
still
damn
remember
it.
that shit, bro. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I did have like the latest one that I saw at the end of some fucking article. There's just like a one-off sentence, like in 1963 that read that the last group of gold prospectors in the area from Europe vanished without a trace. Just in 1963.
Oh.
That was it. That was all I found about that. It was just
You're
in
like, you mean
1963.
they died or they just stopped going
They
out
vanished without a
there?
trace. No. They vanished without a trace. They gone.
It's all natural causes.
Yeah, it was the organic murder.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
die.
that's where I'm at too, Thomas. Like watching the fucking again. Like there was at least 2 times, maybe more in there that I didn't see, where it was like he's like almost sure that he's fucking getting saved, and then just nothing. He like goes
Nah.
back to the radio. He's just like sobbing into the fucking radio, but nobody
I'm
fucking
right
hears him.
fucking
I'm
here.
like, oh my god, dude. That would fucking be rough. And the weather's fucking horrible out there,
Horrible.
man. It's like windy as fuck. It's bad. It's fucking bad. And like there was still like rations. There was still food at the crash site too. Like it was like beef jerky and some other bullshit. And it's like
Some like army meals maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
MROs. Is that what they're called?
Meals
MREs. Ready MREs. Yeah.
to eat. And so I suppose like in recent years you could argue that fewer people are going to the park, and with prospecting no longer, I mean,
I saw people were like going there vacationing
certainly-
for whitewater rafting and shit.
Okay, yes, you can book tours for that. And so, well, again, what I'm saying is between 2019 and 2020, only 770 people visited the park. People still go, but like it's not, and those are like all like fucking supervised.
Yeah, supervised.
You know what I mean? You have like tour guides and stuff like that, and there's like points where like somebody is going to be picking you up in X amount of days to be doing this, and if you're not at that point in X, you know what I mean? It's only been 2 days since you've been missing or whatever the deal is. Like, fucking. But also recently there are large sections of the park that have been closed off to protect those sections of the park. The speculation is perhaps that they're trying to keep people away from whatever it is that keeps killing these people. So what the fuck?
Seems pretty natural to me, dog.
I mean, they're dying. Something is killing them. Like that's happening.
Nature,
right?
bro.
Like, okay, you believe that these people died of starvation?
Listen here.
And that animals took their their heads post-mortem?
It's like fucking Oregon Trail up there. Except worse.
It's probably worse than the Oregon
worse
Trail.
than-
I'm gonna be
it's-
real with you.
imagine
It's not
worse-
dysentery. It's a pack of grizzly bears mauled you and your family.
Yeah, and took your fucking head.
Hide your kids and hide your wife.
It's gonna find you.
And hide your.
Yeah, it doesn't seem out of it doesn't seem crazy. I'm dead 10 out of 10 times.
Okay, but these are also a different breed of human being than you and I, for starters.
Facts, but they have nowhere near the fraction of technology we have. Even though maybe that doesn't fucking matter up there.
I mean, they got fucking. They have a rifle. They have a weapon. Everybody's got some sort of weapon with them. You don't go out there without a firearm.
I know, but how reliable is it? It's a 1904. You got a fucking musket, dude. You're not taking down a bear.
I mean, certainly people were taking down bears with guns in 1904.
Surely they
100%.
were, but like, it's you and your fucking.
You
You have
got a
one.
Mauser, bro. What do you mean? You're fine.
I don't know. I'm dying. That's all I'm saying. I don't make it out alive in any
Look,
situation.
World War
there.
II was in 1940.
Yeah,
Like
we're
39 to 45.
40 years
so
before
like,
that.
fucking what do you? There's guns. I don't know.
They got a scythe.
A sickle and a bottle of vodka.
Correct. Yeah. Get an injury, just pour the vodka on it. You get thirsty, you drink the vodka.
Hungry, drink the vodka. Bear
Yeah.
attacking you, drink the vodka.
Quick, drink the vodka.
Tired, drink the vodka.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of desperate people are going out trying to find gold and winding up dead because they don't. Maybe maybe they're good at surviving in those situations, but they're not good enough.
Right. You have these instances of just like this person is out there alone, but then
Correct.
you know what I mean. Like okay, like what we have 2 cabins burned to the ground,
At least,
3 cabins. Granted, one of them they're like, oh yeah, it was it was just the vent wasn't or the hood whatever it wasn't set up properly, so it set on fire or whatever. But like it was still like they thought he was dead before that. There was speculation anyway. Like,
that might have been the one where he got shot from a distance. Like
that's what I'm saying is like, and
knows?
with the speculation that Robert Weir just killed the other 2 McLeod brothers and stole the gold and fucked off to other parts of Canada. I want to say he was Scottish.
I mean, could that just be other prospectors?
Like just like that he's not from there. I mean, that's the thing too.
There's
is like
other
you have that same
prospectors out
like
there.
there's other people in the area. Like if you find all this fucking gold and you're fucking leaving, like could somebody sneak up and cut your head off?
Yeah.
Like that's the other thing too. Is like how do you just like cut somebody's? You know what I mean? If that's how you kill somebody, like you know what I mean? You're not like. It's not like there's like bullet wounds. You know what I mean? I would say that the other prospectors like to just come up and cut somebody's head off, like that would require a serious amount of strength and or a very, very, very sharp knife. That sword that you have been lugging around with you through this fucking whole thing.
I would take a sword.
No, a machete perhaps, but again, I don't think you're cutting somebody's head off with a machete.
You don't think?
Boy, what is the force required to cut somebody's head off with a knife, or how sharp does that thing have to be? Like, your spine's pretty thick, right? Like getting through the neck, there's tendons in there. I don't know.
Pretty easy. My neck's pretty thin. It's like, I mean, it's like one of your most vulnerable spots.
Yeah, because it can bleed and you just bleed out.
Your head,
that's
your brain is attached to the things in there. That's fair.
Yeah, not saying like I feel like it's to physically just one swing clean cut somebody's head off is a fucking feat in and of itself, but to then do it to 2 people like before, you know what I mean?
Before
one of
they
them's
notice.
outside the tent. Yeah, one of them's outside the tent reaching for a gun. You go, nope, cut your head off. The other one goes, what was that? Nope, cut your head off. Like it's a video game. What the fuck is this?
Flexing my neck on you. I was doing the opposite.
The inverse of flexing.
Yeah, they do it all the time in Forged with Fire. You just need that one Asian guy that cut your neck off in the wild.
Again, this in video games, yes, but I think IRL it's gonna be a lot fucking harder to just like.
I don't know.
And this is the thing too is like you are then premeditated bringing a katana out there with you. Like, what is the fucking point? And again, in fucking 1915, where the fuck do you get a katana in the middle of Canada? I think the Occam's razor needs to be applied here, and that I don't think it's other prospectors specifically in most of these instances. Maybe if this other dude's being shot and the place is set on fire and there's no gold around, yeah, maybe somebody shot him and then set the place on fire because there was already like people fucking dying. But like, I have issues with some of these other ones.
I don't know. Things all pretty coincidental to me.
you're just no wrapping up with a bow, starvation, hypothermia, animals.
Fucking nature.
Fucking certain. Okay, there was the guy by the fucking river in a sleeping bag with his head cut off. That one I could buy more being closer to the river. Like you have other shit that could be fucking and like nibbling on your head. You don't know how long he's been there. That one's slightly more believable to me, being in the sleeping bag. But like to have with the guy that's just like out in the open and his head's gone, that seems really weird to me that it wouldn't take something else. But then also like there's in that instance where the bodies were burned as well.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like you know, it's just there's
That
just
that
like
almost
that one's just
requires
like
human intervention. You know, like
that's what I'm saying.
what about Nate? Did you see any native groups in that area then? There's native groups in that area beforehand that were afraid of
Beforehand
it.
and then later, yes. So they still exist because in that later one, John Patterson, 1946, was like when they were waiting for that guy, that group of natives or First Nation. I don't remember what you're supposed to fucking call them. Natives, hopefully.
Native Canadians, yeah.
But they again, there was when they like came to set the white figures were out and about or whatever, and they had to listen to like all the fucking the noise.
Oh, yeah. But what are they doing there? Because they're apparently afraid of that shit. Some evil spirits in that area.
Specifically warned them. They came to tell them like, "Hey, this shit's here. Don't be seen," and then leave. And then they left.
Did you mention anything about? I think it was the first group where they were carved some shit in a tree. I can't remember if that was like significant or not.
No, it was something about like it implied that like they had found gold.
Was
I
it when
think
they
it
went
was like
when they
something
went
about
back the second time?
the prospects be good or something. Whatever. It was when they found the body.
Yeah.
That was like in the campsite where they found the bodies. There was something carved in the tree, and I don't remember what the fuck exactly it said, but it was either like the implication like they had found a bunch of gold and they had carved
got
it into
gold,
the
yeah.
tree, or like is that like somebody killed them and then fucking carved that into the tree.
Like we have found a like I don't know. It's like it was worded weird. It seemed to me.
Yeah, the whole thing's fucking worded weird, and
Because
everywhere you
it's
look, it's a little bit
1900.
fucking different. And you know, you're it's all being reinterpreted and then passed through one thing and onto another. And you know, as we're doing the exact same thing too, but like,
Yeah.
goddamn, like
Telephone, baby.
it's a fucking weird ass fucking story.
I want to go there.
Boy, we die.
100% I die, but it'd be like just fucking surreal.
I mean, realistically, you could like book a trip and go like whitewater rafting and go.
I don't want to go
explore
white rafting.
shit and
I would
whatever,
die.
I don't think the rapids are like too bad. It's not like it's like. I guess I don't know that they're specifically whitewater. I know that there is rapids. I don't know that they were specifically.
They were nar.
I don't know. I don't know how gnar the rapids are. Yeah.
Really quick. The reviews for the Nahani Valley on Google are pretty great.
Oh, are we reading Google reviews? Let's fucking go.
This place is awesome. Had the best time with my buddy. Great food, by the way. A week ago.
Where do you get food out there, Chief?
He ate his buddy. I don't know. Does anybody know the way to Bell's Canyon? Maybe that's a joke I don't understand. Maybe not. Mr. Ballin says Golden Vacation, which is a video that I watched. I found a skeleton of a horse there, somebody else said.
It'd be cool as fuck to be there. Like, it's...
Okay, all of them are there from Mr. Ballin. If we could get everybody in the chat to go and leave their review from Cryptids,
yeah, false.
We're going to need you to overrun that. There's a lot.
2 million subscribers. Yeah, I bet they blew that up.
I didn't even know who Mr. Ballin was. Ballin? I don't know. It seems like it very...
Look, the place looks fucking beautiful. To go there would be a fucking dream. But...
I die.
Also, simultaneously, a nightmare. Because...
Yeah.
I wake up and there is a person running nude up the mountain on all fours, or I get my head cut off. Like that's one of
Hey,
two ways that I'm not looking forward to either of those. So I don't know,
all I
but
know is I'm taking my clothes off and running after you up the
it's
mountain.
one of the it's one of the weirdest fucking stories I've ever heard. I think like
They're
it's
pretty.
just absolutely bizarre.
The fact that there's so many is kind of crazy, but what really like fucks it up for me really being like a super scary story and like a haunting or a
A
cryptid
haunted
or
valley, yeah.
something like is just like other people went there successfully, came out with gold and their lives and their head. Like I don't know how to explain the beheadings like or the fires really. I can't explain that, but there are other people out there. It seems like during this time period, like obviously not a ton, but maybe some.
I mean, there's usually some like right people. We know that people are going and coming back with gold, and like in that other one, like he's like, oh yeah, there's another guy like over that way. I'll go get him and get him. His was that fucking O'Brien? Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes when they find John O'Brien, he goes to get the other guy, and then they find him fucking frozen or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Squirrel Reaper in Discord said that this could relocate somebody's head fairly efficiently with little effort. Is that a skimtar? Simtar? Is that what they call those?
Okay, but you have access to this because of the times that we live in.
That weighs nothing. Did you see this?
Yeah, but like
A pound.
realistically, like how much more difficult would it be to get something like that? I maybe I'm overthinking it, but like I
I
mean
don't
certainly
think.
you can still get stuff, but like in my mind it's just like are you really able to just kind of just go and buy a knife like a from a fucking shop and be like, if I wanted to like cut a bear in half with a knife, what knife would I need? And he'd be like, right here, I got this wall that you need to look at, sir. Like I don't know. I just don't know. I'm a
How?
little sussed out on this one. I think there is, at the very least, some foul play at foot in a number of these instances, and you know what I mean. With it's like, oh great, burned down, and he is outside of it and dead and missing his head, and there is no gold, but he was supposed to have gold. Like the gold missing in these instances too, of like great, this person is dead, and their head's missing. Where's their gold? Why is that being taken in all of them as well?
Maybe there's no golden beginning.
So they lie about like to their people. They're like, "Yep, we're set, boys. We're fucking good." And then he fucking sets his cabin on fire and fucking offs himself because he lied. And then a bear comes and steals his head after. Like that doesn't quite add up for me either.
I can't explain the heads. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
It's not a cryptid because it's a Halloween episode. It's the haunted ish valley thing. I don't know. It's fucking deal with it. It's what we did. I don't know.
Squirrel. It's a simtar, isn't that? And do they have that in Aladdin? It's been a minute since
It
I've
just
seen Aladdin.
this one's tricky for me. There at the very least there's something else going on.
You think?
Yeah, it seems a little bit more than just like, no, this is fucking starvation. Oh, I mean, again, not saying that like all of like certainly could there be an instance of like, yeah, this guy just fucking starved to death. Yeah, this guy just fucking didn't build his house right and
Yeah.
accidentally
Listen.
set the
Okay.
roof on fire. Like certainly, but it just
It's
there's a
fucking
lot of
cold.
it, right? Like it's notable. It's enough that it's fucking weird, and
Okay.
it's
Hold
in.
on. Is it that much though? We have how many people here? Max 10, a dozen, over 15
Let me
years,
let me go and I mean.
30 years, 60
Okay,
years.
but again, if you're talking about, I mean, I suppose you're talking about like a weird. This is all the ones that die under mysterious circumstances and stuff, right? Like, is there other like certainly there's other ones like, oh yeah, this guy fucking fell.
Yeah,
That
this
were
guy
just like,
fell off the
yeah, right. Like
3000.
this isn't, you know what I mean? Like certainly these people are going to like the percentage of people that come here versus the percentage of people that die here is going to be higher, similar to like it would be like going to Mount Everest, right? Because there's more danger associated with going there in and of itself.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I mean? Like you're more likely to die fucking skydiving than what, you know, I don't know, fucking some stupid statistic that I'm making up off the top of my head. So it's, I don't know, but it's just, it seems a little sus. I can see how fucking, you know, animals can be snagging heads. It seems a little weird that they wouldn't take other stuff as well, but I can't. I don't know.
Did
Just,
they not though? I feel like they're mostly finding skeletons, like skeletal
there was
remains.
skeletal remains in a couple of times,
That wasn't
but
the norm.
in you know the brothers,
A lot of them's heads weren't missing either.
not all of their heads were missing, but there's like
2-3
one,
stories.
two.
There's like 4 bodies maybe, but
There's maybe like four of them or 5 of them don't have heads, and then several just are never found. That one bitch just runs up the fucking mountain
yeah,
on all fours.
that one was kind of fucking crazy.
You want to explain that one to me?
That girl found some mushrooms and she was going on a hike.
I don't know. This one's a little bit wild. I'm not quite off the fence on this one. I don't know what's going on, but something's weird there. That's where I'm gonna leave that.
Could it be a cover up?
Oh, I saw that in the chat a couple of times. The Mounties,
The Mountie cover up.
the Mountie cover
The
up.
Queen's goons.
God damn it. I I don't know.
It's the
I
Mounties.
I have no other thoughts. Like this is consumed, like thinking about this has consumed my entire day.
Thank you. Thank you for
been,
this, Jacob. This is a good episode because you did all of the work. And I read your notes.
Some other stuff.
I listened to one video and read your notes.
It's fine. So
Would have gotten away with it too.
I mean, I don't think we have a fucking thing.
We haven't had a poll in a while. I don't know. We already did Jacob's child name. Could we do another poll? Does Jacob have a baby the next week?
Oh no, 100%.
Are you sure? 100? Like, are you gonna get induced?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Canadian Area 51. If that's a thing, I'd look into that. There was that one incident where we talked. Did we talk about this as County Cryptids? I don't even fucking remember. But like the couple, like the family driving to the road saw the UFO crash into the water.
Oh, certainly we
talked
into the
about it.
water.
It like crashed. It like went over them into the water, but like wasn't like went through the water maybe.
USO's episode, but
Yeah, that one's lost to time.
Yeah, maybe we'll find that one. That one might exist somewhere.
Boy, it's gotta, right? Nothing never dies on the internet.
No, it does because you pay for hosting, and when you stop paying, then they can remove it because you're no longer paying.
Yeah.
And there's all those other ones that are like, oh yeah, you can also listen to it here, but it doesn't host it. It's just like a URL that's like linked to it. There's like all those other ones like sign up to put this on this player, but it's just there. So, you know, it's yeah. I don't think we have. I don't think there's any other news or anything. So fucking, you know.
Jacob's gonna have a baby. Maybe we'll have an episode out in a few weeks.
This one's that episode. This is the Halloween episode. This will be.
We don't know. What I'm saying is we don't know when the next episode's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm having a kid, so I might be a little busy. Otherwise, maybe I'll have a shit ton of free time since I won't be working for a month. Who knows? We'll cross that bridge when we come.
Anybody that's ever had kids knows.
Fucking thanks everybody being here in chat. fuckload of people here today.
Yeah, I really
especially since
appreciate
we
you.
didn't announce it at all. We were just like, surprise, we're doing an episode.
ready,
So
set,
everybody
go.
for turning out, like, hey, fucking madly appreciate it. I know I didn't get everybody by name. I got a fuckload of people, but I know I didn't quite get everybody. So fucking thank you, everybody who's here and everybody listening in general. Fucking thanks for listening to the show.
Yeah, to all almost 11,000 of you that listened to episode 1, only about half made it to episode 2.
Yeah, and then I'm sure like a fraction of that made it to episode 3, and so on and so forth.
Okay,
but
it goes 11, 5.5, 4. Not that bad. Drop off after 2.
And then you know there's the ones that is like nobody's heard of it, so they don't fucking care. But then like the bigger name ones get like more.
Yeah,
it'd be like that.
Megalodon, baby.
Fucking, did we release that on Shark Week though? Like, I think we
Did
were like,
we tried to.
I was really like at the start, I was trying to be real fucking smart about when we were putting stuff out, but it just fucking, yeah.
We suck.
That's fine. We need to thank the fucking
yeah. But if you want to continue letting us suck on the internet, do like these people did and support us on Patreon. Patreon.com/CountingCryptids. Chamomile Cat, I thank you. Angel, as well as Nathaniel, Bear Fact Man, Thomas P, Raven, Lydia. You should make these names more exciting. Atticus, Shadow Ram.
I've seen a couple of these people here in chat.
They are here, and I appreciate them. Levi and David also. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon.
I know I saw Levi.
Don't
and
deserve it.
Ram and Tim, I think maybe. I saw. I don't know.
We had a fat stack of nerds in here for a while. Good job.
Fucking mad respect. Appreciate it, everybody.
18 at one time. Holy shit! I don't even know 18 people.
Actually true.
Shadow Ram. I don't. I don't deserve it. I just drink alcohol and fucked up and do a podcast where I just blabber for.
Hey, you just got Levi
an hour and a half.
You could call him Rubber Fucky.
Rubber Fucky. I could do that.
Your wish is my command.
Yeah. Hold on.
Actively changing it. If that's more exciting. See, whatever, man. You call you whatever the fuck you want. He is actively changing it. Well, shit.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, if you also in the comments, if you have other stories of weird shit in this area, I would love to read them.
Certainly, this was big weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Again, when I heard this one, I was like, no, this is what I want to talk about this. Like, I need to know everything that I could possibly fucking know about this right fucking now. Like, I need to. So I wanted to talk about it. I thought it was cool, so I wanted to bring it to your attention. Well, again, I want to thank everybody for being here, hanging out in chat, and everybody else for listening to the show. Mad respect, everybody. Fucking happy Halloween.
Yeah, join us on Discord because that's cool.
Discord, that's not a lot going on. We just kind of shoot the shit over there. Just
yeah,
hanging out. That's like where we post like updates first, like when we're going live and stuff. We're just like dropping in Discord.
That is our social media outlet of choice. We don't update anything else. I'm sorry. I wish I did, but I fucking suck.
Well, look, the Facebook was stolen from us, so there's nothing that we can do. I don't understand Twitter, and Instagram makes a little more sense, but
it's work.
I'm just struggling. I don't do social media personally, so like I don't understand it. So it's like it's different. So
But you can follow us on those things too if you'd like.
Yeah, we are certainly there. I know there's a very little point. I do have the intention of getting some stuff for Instagram going eventually, but we'll see. No reason to do it. Oh, apparently there's a subreddit as well. Somebody brought up.
Oh yeah, we do have our subreddit. Nobody's looked at it in ages.
I mean,
I haven't at least.
that's fair.
OnlyFans.
When? Oh, fucking hilarious.
Don't.
Quality.
I'll fucking do it. Who's not hip? You're not hip with the kids. Fuck you. All right, that's been the Nahani episode. Kind of spooky Halloween episode. And your name has been officially updated. Thank you. Levi Dives.
Oh, Levi, so rubber fucking. Let's go. Bigfoot picks away. All right, guys, that's it. That's it. That's it. We're done. We're done. Thank you, everybody.
We're
We're done.
cutting it off
That's
there.
it.
All
We're done.
right.
Fucking done.
Thanks
We're
for
done.
joining us. We'll catch you the next
Thank
time
you.
when Jacob has a
Fucking done.
baby.
Later, everybody.
Peace.